unless he can immediately delete the enemy jungler, they're going to be able to react and close in on Rengar. All right. Wow, look at this map. Almost looks like it needs some champions in it. There we go. Looks like there's red pings to, there you go. This is really smart on the red team. They're going to try to cover all of the entrances to their jungle, trying to prevent any sort of cheese tactic, any sort of like level 1 counter jungling here.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Seems like blue side's doing the exact same thing, just trying to keep the game fair. Not saying that counter ganking or going for that level 1 cheese isn't fair, but it can definitely snowball from there. Catherine just walks in all willy-nilly, Syndra letting him go through the front door. So Rengar's going to go through chickens first. The reason why is because it's a much easier way how to get to level 4 if you are jungling. Most of the time when you're jungling, you don't do chickens. And let's say you just go from red to blue to, or red to wolves to blue, you won't get that level 4. Nice dance part in the bot. I didn't realize how good her tongue was, or her dance. Alright, of course, standard jungling right here. Bot lane just trying their best to give a good leash for Cho'Gath. Very simple stuff. Cho'Gath probably won't be able to gank until fairly late. He's a slow jungle. Fairly slow jungle. And then Syndra. Syndra is probably going to be trying to just poke out Kassadin. The only time to really deal with Kassadin is pretty much pre-level 6. And at level 6, that's when Kassadin starts getting scary. Not for mid lane really, but for the other lanes where you can actually go and gank them. So it's kind of like having 2 junglers for the enemy team. This is a really good idea by red team top lane. Maokai is a fairly passive top lane as well. He just excels in sustain and farming. While Jarvan, if he wanted to, he can really put out the deeps. There we go. Exactly what I said. He's going in, dealing as much damage as possible. That creates a very awkward moment for Maokai because now he has to choose between farming or risking getting assassinated. And of course, when you're pushed that far into the turret, there's a good chance that Maokai is going to miss some CS, but what you're giving up is security for Jarvan. Despite him leaving down the ward in top lane, Rengar can easily go around, or even use the Blast Cone to jump over and immediately start ganking Jarvan. But right now, it just seems like everyone's taking their time. Cho'Gath might be going for a scuttle right here. Let's see if Rengar is going to be able to finish the blue buff and then go in. Yeah, exactly. Oh, looks like Cho'Gath is trying to see if he can do some counter jungling, trying to prevent Fuzzshot from doing anything spectacular here. There you go. I don't think this was the correct play by Cho'Gath. I understand where he's coming from, but he's actually in a complete level deficit at this moment. But yep, it was just basically a big staring contest. Jarvan is still, now that they know that Fuzzshot most likely backed, Jarvan going to go back to putting on a lot of pressure. Oh, it looks like Squishy Pickle is going to be able to get a first kill, and he flashes to get away, which is amazing because now Rengar has a much easier time going to gank mid because Kassadin doesn't have his ult yet. Bot lane is doing the usual farm thing. Basically what's going to happen is it's completely reliant on Thresh to make some sort of play. Ashe isn't exactly the playmaker until she's level 6 with her arrow. Jarvan going in, but he doesn't have Ignite or anything like that, so really that's just forcing Maokai to back, which is almost equivalent to a kill, because in this game, if you are 15 CS ahead of your opponent, that is basically 1 kill. So let's take a look at the CS difference. Oh yeah, Jarvan is definitely a kill ahead. So people in top lane is not all about killing, sometimes just pushing them back and getting free farm. That's just good enough. So let's look at the CS of all the everyone. It seems like the red team, other than mid lane, is getting outclassed when it comes to CS. Oh no! Jarvan almost took one too many turret shots, but unfortunately no one has Ignite, so they can't really threaten the kills. But hopefully this way Jarvan will back and Maokai will be able to get some free farm to catch up. But unfortunately Jarvan will be coming back a lot stronger, maybe a whole item ahead of Maokai. This is getting a little scary because Kasten is almost level 6, meaning that the top and bottom lanes are very susceptible to getting ganked. Probably by mid lane and jungle, in which case it's almost impossible to get out of. Lucian and Alistar is a pretty ridiculous team just because Alistar can tank a lot while Lucian just comes from behind and returns fire. There you go, Kassadin has level 6 now. So we'll see what would happen. Right now, if I were Syndra, I would definitely make sure that no matter what, she should be pushing right now to prevent Kassadin from trying to go up and down the lanes. That way, Kassadin can't really use his mobility to help gank lanes. So she should be using Returning Fire. That's an amazing counter poke. But it doesn't seem like... Oh no! And Syndra with her amazing burst, she didn't even need to use the full combo. She just had to stun him and then ult. Let's see here. Kassadin even has a catalyst. She actually bursts through all that extra HP as well. That's very impressive. Let's go to top lane here. Looks like Jarvan's getting ganked. And that's a perfect... Oh my gosh, just completely turned around. Blue is looking very, very strong right now with those amazing ganks. And it looks like there's going to be another gank here. It seems that the counter gank by Cho'Gath is a little too late. He might actually end up getting killed for this. Is Maokai going to go in for the W? You can do it, I promise. Oh no, please, Maokai. Show a little backbone. Unfortunate. That definitely could have gone for a kill. Bot lane showing their metal as well. Amazing hook with the CC chain. But Lucian, it doesn't matter. Lucian's just putting out the deeps. Luckily, Alistar was there to block off the majority of it, especially the Ashe Arrow. If Lucian had taken the Ashe Arrow face on, he definitely would have been dead. This Syndra is really working out for him. This is pretty much the perfect way how to counter Kassadin. Being able to just return the threat to him, the ability to burst. And not only that, but pushing it constantly into his tower. He's losing CS and has potential of dying. Yeah, Syndra is 30 CS ahead, plus got a kill. So far we're going back to our farming. So close. Syndra tried to do the exact same thing again, doing the whole wombo combo, but Kassadin gets away with just 100 HP. I guess that's where the catalyst comes in. But mid lane seems like it's done. If I were Kassadin, I would probably go up and down the lanes because he seems to be outmatched in mid at the moment. Jarvan, despite getting ganked, is still a level ahead, plus 30 CS. Cho'Gath trying to make something happen. Looks like he's going to try to steal blue. Let's see if it works out for him. He's giving up on that. He's going to go top. Maokai sniffing out that is a very dangerous situation, and he ends up leaving. Very smart. I'm surprised that Cho'Gath hasn't tried to gank mid yet. Syndra is obviously a threat at the moment, and the funny thing about Syndra is that even though she is a huge threat, she has no escapes, meaning that she's pretty much in it for the long haul. And sure, she can maybe stun, but she can't stun them both. And Cho'Gath has to get at least one Q pop, and Cassidy just ult right on top of her. But the one thing that Red Team is doing right, though, is that they are a very solid team at the moment. Or solid players, is what I meant to say. Jarvan clearly knows what he's doing in the top lane. Omni Hannibal with the Lucian at bot, out farming the Ashe. Then again, Ashe is pretty much can't really do much against Lucian. She looks like they're about to go for the gank. Is he going to get the Q here? No, good dodge by Squishy Pickle. And just want to stun him, you know, just send a message. But it looks like they might try something here. Another good CC dodge right here. That's the right play. Whenever Ashe goes in like that, sometimes you just have to turn around and go on her because she's just as squishy. Top lane is teleporting down. Noctron is going in to give a little bit of support. But it's 5v3 right now. Oh, they wasted so many ults. But it doesn't look like they're about to give up. They're going in. Rengar is taking the tower damage right now. Maokai going in, CCing. A lot of bursts from Syndra. Catherine trying to salvage whatever he can. But unfortunately... Oh, he still got it. The tower is doing most of the damage. Let's see if they're going to try to get Catherine on their tower again with only just the two of them. There you go. Just taking whatever you can, leaving before risking it all. Since Catherine is still half health. And Jarvan's... I don't think that was the right play by blue team. I take it back. It was the right play. The execution was kind of bad. They ended up losing 3 for only 2 there. And they lost top tower as well. The red team, we picked Bulbasaur. They basically completely caught up in gold just from CS alone and also getting the extra tower gold. They're going to be fighting for a Cloud Drake at the moment, clearing out the wards. Let's see if blue team is going to be able to retaliate. I don't believe they can because Rengar is basically on the other half of the map and they're just chunking this dragon down. Even if Rengar was there, I don't think it was the right play to even contest for that. First of all, this is Cloud Drake. I know every dragon counts, but of all the dragons, I think that was the one you could probably let go. Definitely not worth getting a team ace over. This is a good team blitz right here. They're just rotating lane to lane. Right now, the enemy, the blue team is trying to catch back up in gold and farming. But when you're ahead like this, just go in. What's the worst thing to happen? They try to fight you when they're already ahead. Most likely, it will be in your team, on your team's favor. Seems like red team decided that they've done enough damage. They're gonna back up, get some gold. Thank goodness for Ashe to take out the bottom tower. At the very least, they traded tower for tower. It's very important that you always turn a bad situation not into a worse situation by doing things like that. Cho'Gath's trying to protect this mid tower, but mid tower is about to go out. Good ward destroying. But it looks like red team is about to cave in on blue. But luckily it's just a 4v4. Good Q, good double pop-ups, but Syndra being able to stun them all so they can't get all of it. But they still end up taking Maokai. Jarvan ults. He sacrifices himself, but he ends up leaving a wombo combo for the rest of the team to clean up the last two people. Now there's only two people left. There's Rengar and Syndra. Unfortunately, Rengar is not exactly the team fighting type. He is more of a catch you while you're out. Exactly what's happening right now. Oh, looks like he's letting that go. I'm pretty sure blue team knows exactly what's going on right now. They know that they're going for Rift Herald, but there's really nothing much that a Rengar and Syndra can do. Both of them are single target the leaders, and when there's people of pretty much two tanks and two carries, they're not going to be able to get out there unscathed. There you go. I think Ashe is doing the right thing. She is pretty much just trying to get to that late game. When it comes to ADCs, Ashe is almost unrivaled when it comes to late game. Her ult just offers a little too much, plus her passive being able to crit every shot after the first one. Her DPS is just through the charts, but they have to get to that late game. This is pretty much on the whole back of the Ashe ADC. Syndra is definitely going to be a big part of it. If she can delete either Lucian or Cassie, that will put a lot of weight off their shoulders. Good job, Rengar. Just clearing out his ward so people will have a hard time guessing where everyone is. Ashe is going to have a hard time trying to get this tower. And of course, they're going to... Ooh, this is a good power play. Not only are they going to take this bottom tower, but they're going to try to get the next tower too with Rift Herald. And now they're going to try to protect Rift Herald with everything that they have. But it looks like everyone's going to be teleporting. There's going to be a 5v4 because Jarvan's just walking down. And just like that, exactly what I was saying, they delete the carries and then the CC on the tank. Nothing much that Cho'Gath can do, except for slow down the enemy team so the rest of his team can get away. It was a good attempt by red team. Right now this is a very close game. Maokai's got a lot of catching up to do, but he's slowly making it up and just kills and assists. And not only that, but Maokai is just very naturally tanky. And he doesn't really need the gold, he's just there for his kit and tankiness. Once he's in, does his wombo combo, takes shots, that's what Maokai needs to do. And, oh my gosh, they ended up going in from behind, Jarvan going in and ulting the whole team. Alistar taking the front. Lucian ulting in, but only not being able to take anybody out. Good retaliation by Blue, but they caught him again. Looks like Syndra is not going to be able to get away. The flash auto by Alistar. I think that fight was definitely in the favor of... I believe that was definitely in the favor of red, but blue did an amazing job taking out as much as they can. Because in all honesty, if they didn't take out that many people, they could have easily lost 2 more towers for this. This is a very close game with only a 1k difference. Honestly, it's still in anyone's favor. But right now, Blue needs to get a little bit more objectives. Losing a Dragon and a Rift Herald and being 1 tower down is not looking too good, but they could easily come back. It looks like they're trying to prep for the Dragon coming up in just 50 seconds. Or, I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. In 5 seconds. Jarvan has teleport. So don't be fooled, it's definitely not going to be a 5v4. He will teleport in and most likely ult the carries. But it doesn't look anyone... Despite the whole blue team being there, They're not going for Dragon, probably because they're scared of the vision of Scuttle. But that was definitely the time to do it, though. Oh no. Because of their hesitation, they might end up losing top lane. I don't think it's worth it, guys. They should have went in way earlier. They might lose top lane, which means a lot of vision and gold given away to the enemy team in exchange for a Cloud Drake. Better than nothing, but they definitely shouldn't have let hesitation kick in. There you go! Amazing start! Oh, how did Fresh miss that hook? Either way, it was still salvaged. It was fine. That was an amazing ult by Ashe. Despite Lucian trying to E away, he still ended up getting hit by the very tip of it. But again, Jarvan is just farming away at top lane, getting another tower. Okay, here comes the dive. Alistar taking the majority of it. Syndra trying to take out Cassidy, but Cassidy's just moving out of the way. Maokai, I don't think he's tanky enough to handle all of that tower damage. But Ashe is trying to chip away, and they did chip away at Cho'Gath. Unfortunately, though, Jarvan just took on Rengar 1v1, and now they're going to lose an inhib for it. Unfortunate. As you can see, folks, there's a lot of things happening, and the reason why people are positioned in a way is because they always want to make sure that they always get something. So if something fails, they will be able to benefit from something else. Ashe is doing a good job just staying alive in general and putting out as much damage as possible. Looks like the majority of red is backing. Blue isn't doing much with red backing. Then again, I guess they wouldn't know. They don't have that many wards. Syndra trying to farm up as much as possible. I believe the next fight is going to be at Baron, the next objective. This is going to be really rough because now they have top lane super minions to deal with, so they're going to have to choose, do I protect the base against super minions, or do I go for Baron? Looks like top lane switch over to bot lane. Nothing much Maokai can do. Jarvan's just a little too strong, a little too far ahead, and exactly that. There's almost no point in him retaliating except to slow him down. None of his teammates are coming to help him. Looks like this is going to be a free kill for Jarvan. Oh, just a little bit of a miss, yep. Maokai is definitely one of those champions that, again, he's mostly an engager, not really disengaged. So when you catch Maokai, he's pretty much in it until someone either saves him or he makes some sort of immaculate flash. Looks like Syndra's going to see if she can hide in the bush, set up a trap. Nope, not going to be able to. There's too many tanks in front of her. She'll probably give up her life if she ever tries to go for one of those squishies. Jarvan is continuing to push bot. There's really not much they can do. So here they are having to send 2 people against Jarvan, but the problem is now mid lane is going to be 4v3. And of course they catch oh, good flash by Ashe. That could have easily been a kill for red team. Good survivability. But unfortunately again, Jarvan is just a little too strong, almost catching Rengar, and he has all the minions fighting him. Oh my gosh. Getting a kill and getting away with it. That was unfortunate for blue team. Jarvan's team's a little too ahead, being 100 level, 100 CS above with 4 kills. Not only that, but Rengar is -5. And amazing combo by Alistar, catching off Syndra. She can't do much. And they go right back to trying to get Baron. Championship Baron too, didn't notice. Yeah, this is going to go completely uncontested. Blue team is going to have to worry about super minions. There's nothing much they can do. Right now there's a 6k difference. Not saying that red team got this in the bag, but there's going to be blue team's going to have to gamble on something to make sure that they can come out ahead. The only way red team can lose right now is if they just let time go by too much. They should be pushing for more and more objectives, and it seems they're going to try to get another dragon. But dragon's got another 30 seconds. Blue team in the complete opposite side of dragon. Whatever chance they have contesting for dragon, it might be gone. It looks like they're going to be able to catch one of them, but he gets away. It was a good Q by Cho'Gath, but unfortunately there was a ward distracting his teammates. Looks like they completely abandoned the idea of getting Cloud Drake, which is a smart idea. When you're this far ahead, you want to completely abuse your Baron buff by split pushing and getting as many towers as possible. Syndra trying to take on Cho'Gath, but unfortunately he is just way too tanky for her burst. Despite being 2 levels ahead, Cho'Gath being able to just build up stacks and not be able to lose it. It's amazing, isn't it? That's how strong the champion is. Looks like they're going to get another dragon completely uncontested. They're going to try to fight for this, but yeah, it's just they're getting it way too fast. Chunking dragon. Red team better be careful about not pushing and not being a little bit more greedy. Looks like they're going to try to make dragon. Is he going to go for the ult here? Does he think it's even necessary? Oh no! I see what he was trying to do. Fuzzshot was trying to just go for the blast cone, but the thing is, he was in the bush, meaning that he would immediately do his jumping attack, which ended up jumping into the blast cone and then shooting him right back. That is a very unfortunate mistake. Can happen to the best of us, folks. That was a very good stun, but unfortunately, again, they don't really have the damage or the tankiness. Jarvan going in, trapping Syndra, the most important damage on the enemy team. Now they're probably going to focus on Ashe, but it looks like getting an inhib is good enough. Smart plays, smart plays. Yep, looks like there's going to be a, this is where the decline is. They're going to try to defend this, but unfortunately with all 3 inhibs down, they're probably going to be focusing on getting the super minions instead of defending it against the other champions. And at level 14, they're going to end up using the majority of their damage on super minions as well. And you want to see what you think is going to be the coup de grace? What's going to be the finishing gameplay? If I had to guess, and this is purely an opinion thing, not exactly what I think is truly going to happen, but I think it's going to do the exact same thing that's going to happen before. Jarvan's going to go in right on Syndra, and there's nothing Syndra can do. Or I could be completely wrong. Maybe it would just be a very anticlimactic end and they just end up pushing all the lanes and letting super minions do the rest of the work. Because in all honesty, they definitely can at the moment. Here we go. Oh, I was wrong. Jarvan ended up using it on Rengar. Rengar flashing away. But that's unfortunate because now Rengar has no defensive spells. Once he's in, he is completely in, folks. Rengar ulting, getting in the back lane, seeing if he could delete anybody. Draven taking the forefront of this. Yep, there you go. Rengar trying to delete the back, but he can't do it fast enough. His team, red team, completely trying to react. Lucian is just dealing way too much damage to Maokai's very little damage. Maokai is just a tank. Unfortunately, he can't delete anyone. A beautiful Q! Ashe is still staying alive. Alright, Ashe, this is what dreams are made out of. Show him the 1-2. There you go. Oh. What went wrong?